and welcome back to George's Gaming Guide. So today my dad is going to be joining me on building the absolutely incredible set, the Big Bang Theory Lego set. Now this, in my opinion, looks really cool. The set number is 21302 and it's made out of 483 pieces. Now this set includes 7 minifigures, all of which I need. They are Sheldon Cooper, Leonard Hofstadter, Penny, Howard Wolowitz, Raj Koothrappali, Bernadette Rostenkowski, and Amy Farrah. Fowler. Sorry, I'm just trying to definitely pronounce them. Now this set measures over 3 inches or 8 centimeters high, 8 inches or 22 centimeters wide, and 4 inches or 12 centimeters deep. So if we have a look at the main model, so it shows with them all sat down, and then on the back it shows with all of the minifigures, and then 3 zoomed in pictures of the set. And all in all, I do think this set is going to look absolutely incredible when it is built. So without further ado, let's get straight on into building. This is the finished model, and all in all, I do think it looks absolutely amazing. So I'm going to go over Sheldon Cooper and this side of the room, and then Dad is going to go over the rest of the minifigures and this side of the room. So, as I said, I'm going to be doing Sheldon Cooper, as he is my favourite character. He just looks really cool. So we've got him in his Flash t-shirt. Sorry, trying to get it quite close to the camera. Flash t-shirt, brown trousers. Then obviously we have got him with his two-sided face. We've got like a normal face and then a face with a massive smile on it. And then obviously we have got his natural hair cut as well. And all in all, this minifigure is really nice. So now I'm going to hand over to Dad to do his bit of the model.
Okay, so let's start with Leonard. So it's quite a nice minifigure, this. With his recycling t-shirt and his little jacket on. Don't think the hair really suits him, but as I say, it's probably about as close as you can get in the normal hairstyles. As with Sheldon, it's double-sided. I think both the faces look quite nice on it. But overall, yeah, it's just a quite nice looking minifigure. I think if it didn't have the clothes, I might be quite hard to actually tell that was Leonard. But I think they've done a reasonable representation of him. So let's now go to Howard. So again, I think the hair is not quite right for me, but I think overall is very recognisable. When you see the 4 figures, you can tell which one Howard is. Again, with the head, you've got the choice of face on either side. I do like the fact he's got his long sideburns on the head. Not reliant on the hair, so that's actually quite nice. So it's again, very nice minifigure. Then we have Rajesh. From the clothes, it's instantly recognisable. It's Rajesh anyway. I think they've actually done the style of that really well. It has got double-sided head print again, so you can choose whether he's happy or sad on this one. Again, I wouldn't say the hair is a perfect match for him, but I think overall it's still very good representation.
And a nice accessory that you do get with Raj is Cinnamon, his dog. If you didn't know that Cinnamon was his dog, it's quite a nice representation actually of Cinnamon. I think it it obviously doesn't look like Cinnamon, but it doesn't look like it's got much hair, but yeah, so Dad's just going to carry on with the rest of the minifigures.
Yeah, so then let's go to Penny. So again, quite a nice minifigure. As I think the hair bit works reasonably well. I won't say the face is that much like her, but again, she's very recognisable. Double head print as well, so you have the choice of whether she's sort of looking confused or smiling. But again, very nice minifigure. As I think individually, I'm not too sure on the minifigures. I think as a set, they look really good.
And other than when Penny is known as Penny Hofstadter, fun fact, she's never actually. No, the producers, of the Big Bang Theory never actually said her surname. Sorry, I cannot speak today. Her surname, which is quite interesting, and she's the only person in the Big Bang Theory that was not told for.
So next we have Bernadette. It might have been quite nice to see this with the shorter legs, because she's quite a bit shorter than anyone else. Apart from Howard, actually, so perhaps Sarah and Howard should have had shorter legs. But I think the printing on this is really nice. I mean, there's a lot of detail on the print of the body and the legs on this, so that's really good. And again, you have the double-sided head, so you can have the choice as to whether she's smiling or just with a closed mouth. But overall, again, hair not exactly like hers from the show, but again, very recognisable. And then finally we have Amy. Now, I think out of all the minifigures, this is probably the best printing on the body for the character. I think it's instantly recognisable as Amy with the sort of clothes she wears. Again, not entirely convinced on the hair, but I say you can tell it's her. Double-sided print again, so we have her sort of smiling and then looking mad on the other side. Just overall a very nice looking minifigure. I say great detail on the print. So if we get to the main building, I would have liked to have seen this a little bit bigger, to be honest, because they've packed so much detail into this, and sometimes it just seems a bit crowded. But I say the amount of detail they put in it is really good. So you have a couple of features which are movable, so this isn't actually shown as being on the set, on the box. We have the whiteboard where they're playing a game with, and it looks like they've actually used some lipstick pieces to be the markers that they use. Have a nice telescope at the back, so it's really nicely done with what looks like a sextant pieces at the bottom, so you can actually angle it. The table itself, as I say, it's on a nicely patterned rug, so I think that's quite a nice detail. And then we have a couple of the takeaway boxes. We have a Lego News newspaper, a mug, and then the forks. So we've actually got these little yellow forks, and it must be part of a kitchen set, because while we're doing the build in the box, there was an individual bag with lots and lots of things in it. So we've got pots and pans and whisks and everything. So it's part of that, so that's quite nice. So we can use them on another build, but I think that's quite nicely detailed. On the back, you'll probably see some things that you'll recognise from this show, especially something like the Green Lantern lamp, and the rocket on the back, and one of his minifigures. Got lots of books and everything in the shelf. We have this picture of what looks like the Golden Gate Bridge, maybe. Now the strange thing with this was it was in bag 1, but you actually used it in bag 2, so I'm not sure how that's happened, that's gone in the wrong bag, so I don't know if they're all like that or not. Yeah, it wasn't a problem, and the nice thing is most of these print pieces are actually printed, So there's only actually 2 stickers in the set, which is one's on this post here and then the one on the door. So it's quite nice that most of the pieces are actually printed. And so the sofa and the armchair are quite a nice build. Not sure on the black chair that's with it. Doesn't really to me look like it's something from the show. But yeah, it's nice to have the extra seats, but I'd prefer to have seen a sort of standard like dining chair, which is more like they use. But overall, yeah, very nice detail. So I'll hand you across to George for the second half of the build.
So as Dad said, it's a lot of detail packed into this. We probably both would have preferred it to be a little bit wider, but we're not sure if that's because of how the cost would have been. We're not sure on that. Now, I do believe that this is the thermostat and a light on this side of the wall. Then we've got the lamp on the coffee table. Then we've got the door here to the closet. It looks like a bit of a a boxing arena sort of poster type thing. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I think that's what it is. Then we have got the DNA strand, which is quite nice. We have got a lava, I'm not entirely sure, it sort of looks like a lava lamp. And then we have got, I believe it was Aquaman in the Big Bang Theory series that is at the top there. So we've got the curtains, and then we have got the computer screen with a lamp next to it. Then it looks like we've got a picture of some sort of big electricity thing. Then we've got some writing on a whiteboard that's stuck to the wall. Loads of books on the bookshelf, and also a type of radio as well, which is quite nice. And then obviously you have got the windows on the outside as well. So if I just show you all around the model. Now, yeah, as Dad said, this thing is packed full of detail, and it is an absolutely incredible set. So just before we finish, Stu, is there anything else that you'd like to say about it?
Yeah, so it's like a lot of Lego sets. There's a couple of things I'd like to have seen different, but I think overall this is a fantastic set. I think it's a great representation of the characters and the main arena for the show. I think it works well, and say in some ways they've put too much in this, because it makes it so it's very crowded, but then there's lots of features there that I wouldn't have liked to have seen it without them. So if you can get a hold of this, as I say, I know it's a retired set, but if you can get a hold of it, I would definitely recommend it, and for any fans of the show, I think it's a must-have.
Yeah, so this set, as Dad said, is incredible, and yeah, if you can get it, definitely do. It is probably, for this size of a set, one of the best sets for detail and just representation of what it is that I've probably ever built, for it to be this size. And I think that is phenomenal that LEGO has been able to pack so much into this with the size that they've had. Now, I would have liked in the future, this is not about this set, I would have liked in the future to, after this set came out, to have a couple more of the Big Bang Theory, but obviously I'm presuming that maybe they didn't sell many of this, so they didn't think the rest of it would be very popular. But I very much hope that in the future they might carry on with some of the other places from the Big Bang Theory. I mean, it would be incredible to get Howard's mother's house or something, the whole house. That'd be cool, but I don't think that will probably ever happen, and this will probably be the only Big Bang Theory set that there ever is. But all in all, this set is great, and it's just an absolutely phenomenal build experience. And yeah, as Dad said, it is, if you're a fan of the show and you like LEGO, it is a must-have. And yeah, I think that is where we are going to leave off for today, and we really hope you've enjoyed this video. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and leave a comment what you thought about it. And also make sure that you watch out for this Wednesday's video, which is going to be the Minecraft wall farm.